Hi, I'm Sean from Rally Tech Performance. Today we're going to be installing an AVO 420 turbo in this 2007 Legacy GT. An easy way to get these things loose is to actually twist them. Then they'll pull off. So if they're stuck, just twist and then they'll pull right out. So it's like, installs about 3 hours. For us today, 5 or 6. Bolts. Up she comes. And here comes the turbo.
I hope you put that on the video.
Okay, so where people run into the hardest piece on this is trying to get the silicone, or trying to get the turbo inlet tube onto the turbo and dropping the turbo down in. That's the hardest piece for most folks. So one of my tricks is I take this tube loose, tuck it back here so that we have lots of room to work right here. And then this thing is actually just going to drop right down. The other trick to installing these guys is to put your hose clamp up here on the housing of the turbo, up away. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide the rubber piece on here, then pull this down over and tighten it. If you leave this clamp to the rubber inlet, as you're trying to scoop the rubber around here, this doesn't allow any movement and it won't get on and you tear it. So the best thing to do is just take it loose, just loose enough so you can push it back and give enough room for the inlet tube to slide on. Hardware kit is just separate, so you do have to install the stuff. You want to leave this coolant line for the last piece, because when you go to put the bolt down, that's going to be in the way. So we'll install the turbo, then we'll bolt this piece on. And then on these newer cars, there's one more tidbit, which is this bolt right here has a filter in the oil drain. The oil drain is going to start onto this rubber tube first. Okay, so then as this goes down, we'll pull this back a little bit just to give us some room. But we want to make sure that we've got our rubber tube lined up. Thank you. I was just about to go for that. There you go. Okay, so now we're getting on there. And then the next thing is we're just going to push that right down on. Like that. Turbo is now in place. We're going to pull this guy back. Get this piece right here. Get this guy threaded on. And on these newer cars, these things are really weak. The folks have to be very careful. And this one's already been on and off once. So with this pick, I'm just feeding the rubber around. And that's going to allow us to put the tube on, like that. That's how I hope people are doing it.
Yes, well. So hand tighten.
Yeah, you want this to still be able to rotate, see?
Yeah, so you can get it on.
Right. And that way, you can get all this stuff together very easily. Oh, that's a 17. 14. I'm gonna tweak this guy. And on these banjo bolts, boy, it's just kinda tight. Kinda. So we just have only the turbo is bolted to the up pipe, the coolant lines are hooked up, the oil lines are hooked up. I'm stopping right now. We're going to lift the car. I'm going to plug the radiator, put the drain back in it, the drain plug back in it, fill the radiator system, and make sure we don't have any leaks before I put the top mount and the rest of the car together. That way, if there is a leak, I can easily fix it and not have to take everything back apart again. So when you've breached a liquid system of any shape or form, this is a cooling system, hook the system back up as soon as you can in your repair, fill it back up, and make sure you don't have any leaks.